Do you remember the first Christmas that you spent at my grandmother's house?
Your Meemaw?
Yeah, my Meemaw.
Yeah, she was completely unaware that I would be joining. No one let her know.
Yeah, I think, well, that's not true. As with many things with Meemaw, we let her know. I don't know that it really took.
Yeah, the water was on the brain. That was always Meemaw's thing. She's like, if I don't remember things or if things aren't going well, tell them to get the water off.
Yeah, my family has a history of water on the brain, which I didn't even know was a thing.
Whenever you don't remember something, I'm like, all right, someone screw a hole in there and pour that water off.
Literally, my grandmother literally was completely kind of losing her mind.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she had been telling us for like a year.
Years.
Like, hey, my brother had water on the brain. They drained it and he was better. And
she'd been living in a chair.
Literally.
Talking out of her mind.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, some doctor was like, she got a little
water on the brain. Drain that baby off with a shunt.
Suddenly.
She's back to normal.
She's uttering full sentences.
Yeah.
She was out here speaking in riddles like Eric Adams.
So the biggest thing about this is that she always does gifts for everyone. Like too many gifts and too many gifts, too many things going on. And
well, she had a whole closet full of knickknacks that she would order off of QVC.
No, well, there was that, but she also visited the flea market.
The flea market hated to see her coming.
Yeah, because she was going to take everything.
She was going to take it all, put it in her trunk, and then throw it in that closet.
Yep.
And she would buy 1,000 of the same things.
And so that year, I think Meemaw realized as Rachel arrived at the house, wait, I forgot to get Rachel something. So she went back to the closet and started digging through there and pulled out the first things that she picked up. One was a pair of isotoner gloves.
Yes, me and O.J. Simpson, baby.
The same.
If the glove does not fit,
you must quit. And then the second thing was basically like a mini pickaxe that's used to break the window if you were to fly into like a frozen lake.
Or just like into a body of water.
Yes.
And listen, I'm not a great driver, so I understood that. Yeah. I did.
So you put on your gloves, you grab the pickaxe, and you smash
it was the theme was driving.
Yes. I mean, she did pull together a theme.
She did. She pulled it together quickly. I did not know what to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
1 year, what did your aunt got us something?
It was in our car for the entire time we had a car, though.
That's true.
Yeah, it was used more than any gift I've ever gotten. We never actually used it, per se. Oh, it did have a scraper on it.
Oh, that's right. We
did use it a good bit.
We did before we moved to California, and then it was rendered moot.
No, actually, the windows in the morning did freeze over in California.
Oh, little fogs.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, welcome to the Snitchuation room, where we review sticky snitchuations that you submit to us. We give you licensed, unauthorized advice, and you can take with that what you will.
And this is episode 2 of our 25 Days of Snitchmas episodes.
Yes, where you have sent us sort of Christmas-themed or holiday-themed snitchuations that you would like a little support with, because we know the holidays are hard.
They are.
And they're weird, and we all have issues. So we're going to figure out what to do. Oh my God.
Good Lord. Belch up something.
Okay. Here's our first situation. Mm-hmm. And this one made me a little sad. This is from, she's a youngin' in like one of her first corporate jobs. It says, when you're in a meeting and you realize you've become the company meme.
All right. Hit me with it.
We had one of those year-in-review slideshows at the holiday meeting where we talked about our goals, celebrations, etc., like an end-of-year review. Throughout the slide deck, there were pictures of coworkers that were funny or candid, but mostly cute and related to a celebration. Because our office is pretty small, think about 12 to 15 people, I guess her boss, wanted to include everyone, so we made some behind-the-scenes slides and tried to meme them upfront. It was the secretary decorating for Christmas was memed making magic when others just make messes. One of my coworkers was talking on the phone, and the meme said, people think I'm working, but I'm scheduling happy hour. Anyway, the last picture was me zoomed in, caught mid-bite into a giant burrito with the caption, when someone schedules a 4:30 meeting. That's not even that funny. Like, if you're going to meet me in an ugly picture, like, give me some humor. Everyone laughed, and they made it the thumbnail for the slide deck, and it went to the whole company. Okay, so she's talking about her office is small, but that went to the whole company. That sucks. I tried to laugh too, but I went to the bathroom and cried after because I'm really sensitive, and I felt like they were just laughing at me. I know it's really small and just an end of year fun meeting thing, but I was the only one with an unflattering zoomed in picture and they made it the thumbnail. Am I being too sensitive if I ask them to remove it? Should I say I didn't consent to being a meme or just let it go?
I gotta say, just let it go.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there's anything good that can come out of you. Like, no one else is in their head about this. You are way in your head about it. I would be too. I'm not discounting that, but you're way in your head about this and no one else is. Don't create a problem where there isn't one. But I will say, like, next year, you can just go to your boss beforehand and be like, hey, love ya. Don't put me in this thing.
If you put me in this slide deck, I'm going to send the worst picture imaginable of you all over the internet. Yeah, like, and make it a funny thing, but like, no, really, don't put me in it. Like, you know, and I think that's a better way to handle it. Because like you said, like, people are having fun. People are laughing. They're laughing with you. They're not laughing at you, I would assume. Yeah, I think it's hard. Like, we both have personality. You're more sensitive than I am. Yeah. If someone did that about me, I would be annoyed that the caption wasn't funny. Yeah. That would be my issue. I would be like, hilarious photograph. Can we workshop? I'm really doing all the heavy lifting here. We need to workshop the meme. Did you run that by? Was that from ChatGPT? Like, what are we doing? I would be more annoyed by that. Being the thumbnail for something that went full company, I would be like, oh my God. I'm so popular. Yeah, this is not good. Yeah. That's my issue. Yeah. You would feel some type of way if it were unflattering. Oh, yeah. What's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you at work? God. Okay. Just going there. So there was a day when I was working at this specific church and everyone on staff was preparing for this Christmas service that we were going to be doing downstairs because we had a renovation going on. And I am literally on the floor, climbing under tables, running cables, putting up lights, designing all of the slides and stuff while everyone else just sits down at a table in the middle of the room and is just watching me do all of the work. Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, I'm sweating. I'm dirty. They are perfectly good. Nothing's happening. I'm the only person working out of a staff of like 8 people in the room. Mm-hmm. Towards the end of me setting up, somebody comes up to me from the staff, who will remain nameless, and says, hey, just wanted to let you know, your ass is hanging out of your pants. and, you know, we can all see it. And I said, I'm working. I'm bent over. Like, I'm sorry. At work? And like, you know, sorry to offend you. Maybe. And hear me out. If you did a little labor, you wouldn't be staring at my ass. And when I told you the 1 second that it popped out was because I was literally 1 second bent. Drew up the I was literally bent all the way over, leaning in, trying to unplug this stuff under a... It really made me mad. I'll be honest, I cried because I was so embarrassed and so hurt and then so angry. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I swear to God, I was so embarrassed, but then also so angry that they're sitting over there, not, oh, let's go help Brandon. He's coming out of his pants over here working. No, they don't say that. They're sitting over there making fun of me, be like, it's disgusting. Ugh. Butthole is hanging out of his shorts. I can see his BH. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm so scandalized. So, you know what? I kept that to myself. You did. You came home, you told me. And I said, you know what? Let them look. Let them look, baby. I was so angry. Drop and pop it. Yeah. You were really mad. So you get it. Yeah. So I would let it go. So I would say your mission is just to let this one go. But then have it in the chamber for next year to tell that boss, like, don't put me in this. It's a good story. And it's important to have good work stories. Yes. I'm trying to think of the time that I will say there are 2 times, one that I was embarrassed and one that I was angry. I rarely get embarrassed. Like, genuinely. It's very difficult when someone's like, what's your most embarrassing moment? My mind is like, because it just doesn't happen often. But we were at this all district meeting one time when we were in California, and I'm in like this huge district. I'm probably like 25, and we were doing some trivia, and I'm loud. The voice she carries. My table's killing it. I'm getting like all the answers, and one of them was about like No Child Left Behind. So I'm like, George Bush, and I'm just like screaming stuff. And this guy's like, all right, here's a softball. And he says something like, who is the first president of the United States? And I stand up in front of everyone. I'm like, George Bush. And I think I said Washington. And I literally go, yeah. And like, throw my arm up.
You were so embarrassed by this that you didn't even tell me the story. It's the first time I've heard it. George Bush! People are like,
well, you know how I do that, how I like think that I've said the right thing and it's absolutely wrong. And everyone at my table was like, and the worst part was I didn't know them. They all went to other schools. They all worked at other schools. And they were like, if someone is throwing her fist up against the French Revolution. It was crazy. And I was just like,
and how long did it take?
It took me a minute to be like, do we win?
You're like, what's the problem? I know what I've said.
I was like, no, Washington. And I'm like, what? Like, I literally, my brain was like Washington, and I yelled Bush. It was crazy. George, bye. And then the most angry I've ever been. Well, I've been angry at work a million times. Like, that's not a new thing.
Say, like, when were you not angry at work?
I was just always mad when I was teaching and stuff. But the angriest I ever was after I got hit by a car riding my little bike. I was like a block from work. So every time I went into the school building, I started having these panic attacks. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know that's what it was. I was just like, weird, can't breathe here. And that was when also like the heat and the air just stopped working in my school building. And I was like, this is fun. I have to wear a giant puffer jacket to work. We had to wear masks. That was like it was like a year after we had gone on lockdown and all of this. So I like literally couldn't breathe. I stopped wearing makeup. I looked like a vagrant walking in every day. I was like obviously not doing well. And I'd had surgery, all these things. And some people who will remain nameless on this like leadership team that I was with were like, we just don't feel like you're giving it 100% anymore. And I was like, and that is because I'm not. I'm working with like 15. That's all I've got. So I'm bringing to the table. And I started saying things like, I'm fine stepping back. Like, I'll just not do this. And they're like, no, that's not what I mean. And I was like, no, seriously. Like, I'll pull it all the way back. And they're like, maybe if you just like didn't complain so much. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. I think getting run over by a car and having surgery and then being in a long front legal battle is just like small potatoes. Like, I should really just get over it.
Yeah.
And these panic attacks that I'm having in a closet, who cares? Like, because really, what a joy to be here with kids screaming in my face and you saying like, NBD, don't worry about it.
No big deal, you're fine.
Okay. And so I was just like getting more and more like verklempt every day that I went. And one day I go there and in my little teacher box, I pull out a book and I can't remember the title of it, but it was something so egregious, like how to be happier at work. And the first chapter, you can ask Christina and Sarah, because I completely blacked this out. We talked about it the last time we hung out. And the first chapter was like, when you get to work, greet everyone with a smile. Second chapter.
Oh, who gave you this to you?
Here. Just no one
somebody
put
was
their
just like,
name to it. They're like, you know what? She needs to pick me up. But let's kick her while she's down.
Gosh, almighty.
I quit like exactly 4 weeks later.
Yeah, that's good.
I literally remember getting it and being like, does whoever gave me this, are they just unaware of the turmoil in which I sit? And they were aware of it and were like, she must persist. I need to smile.
Smile more.
I can buy some. It was from a woman.
Yeah.
I'm certain of that.
Oh, yeah.
They were just like...
Some of them are the worst perpetrators of the smile more narrative.
They love the massage. They live inside of it.
Okay.
Apologies. Okay, this is a decent one, too. Snitchuation numero dos. Are we on 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Snitchuation 2.
When you find out that you've spent a fortune to go home for Christmas, but you're not getting any gifts. So I'm the only sibling in our family with no spouse or children. I live across the country from the rest of my family, but I've gone home every time they've had a wedding, a baby shower, a big event. I bought gifts for them, for their children, for everyone. I say that because this year at Thanksgiving, they and my parents announced that in an effort to make Christmas more focused on the kids and more affordable, we are just doing Secret Santa for the adults. So 1 gift per adult, but every adult will buy a gift for all the kids. Don't get me wrong, I adore my nieces and nephews and was going to get them gifts anyways. They're absolutely incredible. But I just feel like it's unfair that I've spent so much money over the years, and I've spent so much money just to get there for Christmas, and in turn, I'll get 1 gift under $50. I get the working theory of it and don't want to be ungrateful, but I feel like the black sheep of the family and that they never think of me when they make these big decisions. What should I do? Talk to the family or just suck it up?
I think it's a mixture of both.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why.
Tell me why.
I think, number one, this is really not about the gifts. This is about feeling like you are unappreciated by the family.
Yeah.
And that they're not seeing what you're doing for them. And then so this was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. It's not about this. Like, it makes sense for this to be more affordable. And as there's more kids, like, this actually will help you over time in terms of the money that you're going to be spending.
For sure. But it's like, you don't want your weird brother-in-law buying you like a shitty gift under $50 after you've spent $500 on the plane ticket.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think, like, you suck it up this year, but then I think it's important that you kind of have this conversation over the course of the year or leading up to next year where you're like, hey, look, if, the presents thing is one thing, but like, we spend $500 just to get here.
Not we. This person's single.
Oh, wow. Okay. Nice.
So that's what she's saying. Like, I don't have a spouse. I don't have a boyfriend. I have paid weddings, baby showers, days, like all the things I paid to go there. I've given gifts. And now you're telling me that after I'm paying to get on a plane and go there, I get 1 gift under $50, but I'm expected to get all the kids' gifts. And her point was like, obviously I was going to do that anyway, but like,
now I don't get anything.
There's no reciprocity and no like thinking, well, we'll get this person something because, you know what I mean? I think it's just like the lack, like you said, the lack of like feeling seen and heard.
Yeah. And like, I love getting presents. So like, I feel for her in this way. Mm-hmm. It's just like, I understand the need because like, it gets out of hand, especially if you have like 5 or 6 or 7 children between everybody.
Where do they have 5 or 6 or 7 kids?
Well, I'm just saying if she's amongst the whole group, and then you're having to buy presents for all of them and then each other, like, it's too much.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And so like for me, I understand the need to move to this model, but it really is overly, in the same way that the original setup is unfair to this person, it's also, this is still equally as unfair to that person.
I feel like they should make her one of the kids.
Literally.
Like, everyone buys a present for all the kids and her.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely. And then she buys a present for no one.
I think this is ultimately up to you, though. I mean, it seems like the rest of the family is united around the fact that the holidays have become too expensive for them.
Well, it's become too expensive for everyone. Like, everything's too expensive right now.
And so they are not appreciating that you have an added cost.
Yeah, of just getting there.
Which is like $500 to $1,000.
Yeah.
Also, I understand this too. We have chosen to live far away from the family.
Right.
So there's also a level of like...
Well, you chose that.
Yeah, and we...
And
I also understand that too. Like, we don't have to deal with the family drama that happens.
And yet we do.
Well, we do, but I'm just saying, like, ideally, maybe this person isn't dealing with as much family drama as the people who are on the ground there with mom and dad and all
it's like she's not learning terms
and
like
all the
triangulation.
Yeah, but you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of how I feel about it, is that it is a bit of a trade-off as well.
I think she needs to talk to whoever she feels closest to.
Yeah, well, who's your person? The warden of this family.
Yes.
Who is the person who's really making the decisions here?
Who's in charge and who are you closest to?
And depending on like the financial situation of these people, they may say, get your ticket. Or,
right.
You know what I mean?
There has to be some sort of trade-off.
Yeah.
Because I do hear this a lot from a lot of my single friends that, especially like wedding season, when you are from 25 to 35, single, and all of your friends are getting married, and like marriage? right now, these weddings, the expectation, I am so glad that I'm old. And when I was in weddings, they were like, buy this dress. And I was already like aghast at the price of my dress. And it was like one night out instead of like they're booking houses and then showers. And then like the amount of money, these girls are spending thousands of dollars per wedding, thousands. And I cannot imagine that. And then by the time you're 35, like if you haven't had that reciprocal experience, it's like, are you kidding? And there's no,
I hear that.
Like, no one else is like throwing stuff for them that seems remotely similar to that. And I'm like, I just don't think we should be expected to throw money at people for making choices.
Right.
I think all of it's crazy, but whatever. Who am I?
I'm on your side. I feel like this is really, there's not really a great option for you here. It's like you're suffering either way.
Yeah.
And so maybe letting your thoughts be known if you feel like they'll be open to that is probably maybe the best idea.
Yeah. It feels like it's not really about Christmas. It feels like it's more about people not acknowledging the work you've put in and providing that back because they're too busy with their current lives.
And by the time this comes out, it'll be too late to have made this decision.
Sure,
so apologies, but you can use this for next year.
Right. Or for like upcoming other things. Okay. Snitchuation 3?
Number 3.
Okay. What happens when being anti-Christmas tree and decorating becomes a relationship deal breaker?
Oh, I see this.
Okay.
I hear this.
This is interesting. My boyfriend and I have been dating for 3 years, but we just moved in together 3 months ago. And things have been going pretty well. However, we got into a big argument the other day. Sorry, I'm like very burpalicious today. Okay. We got into a big argument the other day because he casually let me know he just doesn't do holiday decorating. He knows that I always did tons of Christmas decorating in my old apartment and it's important to me. I always assumed he didn't do it because he either didn't have the money, time, or care to put into it. I had no idea it was his bizarre personal stance. He celebrates Christmas, but finds the process of decorating to be, and I quote, pointless. I am really, really upset about it. He doesn't even want to put up a tree. We are going to our respective families' homes for actual Christmas Day, but I'm wondering if I'm crazy for thinking this might be a deal breaker. 3 years.
So she lives with this person.
Yeah, they just moved in together 3 months ago.
First of all, why? Like and it's not like you're asking him to do it all. You're just saying, I want to put up a tree. I want to decorate. Like
he's like, no.
The thing is, like, if you're saying I'm putting up a tree and I'm decorating and you can get lost, and he's saying like, no, we don't put things up, get rid of him.
That's weird.
He's useless. And why would he do that? Like, imagine if he was like of another faith or something, you wouldn't be like, hey, you can't put up your menorah. Yeah. You can't put up your what? Like, no, like it's and it's not that you may not be a person who believes anything anyway, but you just want like Christmas. But this is something that's important to you. And you're saying like, if you're willing to put it up yourself and not have him involved, but he's still saying that, like, it's kind of stupid that he wouldn't want to just be involved in it because you enjoy it. But I would say at a base level, he should be able to say like, hey, I'm not big on putting up a tree and stuff. I have like trauma around that from like my family or something, and I don't want to do it. If you want to put up a tree, to your heart's content. If that's not the baseline, then I'd say get rid of him.
For me, it's giving controlling, like a way to be like, I've said no and my way goes.
Hey, I don't like that. I don't like the vibe of it. Like I said, it just all depends on the way in which he's approaching it.
Well, she said it's becoming a bizarre personal stance and he thinks it's pointless, but it's something that she really likes. So anytime a man calls something that a woman really enjoys pointless, I'm like, get rid of him. But I worry, like, it's women like this that start thinking that they put a lot of time into something.
Oh yeah, get that. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. Get it.
Sweep it out.
Yeah, I mean, I will say,
put up the Christmas tree in the dead.
And not even a man, or not even like a man says that about a woman. I think if you're with a partner who's telling you that something that you're really into and is very important to you is pointless.
That's so mean.
Yeah. I don't care if it's a man, woman, whatever. Like, I don't like that. And either way, like, this is a person you live with. You got to address this because this is going to come back up. It's going to be some other weird. What are the other weird personal stances that you have that become like a thing that affects me in my life and my space?
Well, and especially because he already knows that you like this. He saw your apartment for 2 years.
And he's like, just listen here.
And never said prior to moving in.
Just so you know, when we're together.
I don't do Christmas. He just said, sure, let's move in. Let's split that rent, bitch. Also, no Christmas tree. Christmas is out. Because you're living with the Grinch.
No, I couldn't do
Grinchmas.
it. I couldn't do it.
What are you doing? Get him out. I would literally put up that Christmas tree and be like, if you touch it, I'll set this place on fire.
Yeah, I think you got to take a personal stance.
Oh, I'm about to. Yeah. He's going to come in and he lives in a Christmas tree.
Yeah. Now
Lights
your
everywhere.
whole life is Christmas.
Our electricity bill, $500.
So right after college, I lived with one of my friends from high school. And the day after, or like, I think this was like October 15th, between October 15th and October 20th, we walked outside of our apartment, and the apartment above us on their patio, they had, or what would we call it? Their balcony.
Yeah.
They had it decorated with one little string of jack-o'-lantern lights. Mm-hmm. And we were like, oh, we will not be outdone.
Right.
So we went to Lowe's that night and bought $500 worth of Christmas lights to put on our balcony. And it literally was, it was an eyesore from like the road.
It was hideous.
Yeah, it was absolutely. We had a talking Santa. We had so many lights covering everything, candy canes. And so I understand the desire to be over the top with my Christmas decorations.
You do.
And I'm telling you, if he can't get on board with it and this is important to you, I say get rid of him.
Yeah, you're not locked in.
Yeah.
Get him off the lease. Get him out. And if not, make a miss while he's there.
Yeah.
Decorate that house with fervor.
Yes. And the thing is, like, if he, this all goes back, it's hard for me to believe now, this narrative that I've created in my head about him, that he is a good person. But if he...
Where did you receive that narrative?
I said it's hard now for me to see him as a good person with the narrative that I've created in my head about him. But if this is like his one red flag, then you got to consider it. But if there's anything else in the relationship that's going wrong,
this is a control thing.
Yeah.
Like if you were like, I have to decorate for every season, I'd be like, oh my God. But if you wanted to, I'd be like, that's fine. I'm not going to do it, but have at it.
This is giving at Christmas dinner, he's going to be like, how about the salad? You know what I mean? Like that's like the next step. Does Santa really need an extra cookie? Like that kind of vibe.
Yeah. If it's not one thing, it's going to be another. Anything that you like, he's going to be like, we don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
It's a man who's trying to control you.
He's
in your house now, get him out.
And that's the thing. If our narrative is feeling true to you right now and you're getting like a pit in your stomach, then we're probably right. If you're like, that's not him, blah, 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 then,
don't lie to yourself.
Go with God.
Go with God. Go with your gut. Go with God.
Yes. Right.
That's all we have for today, folks.
Yep. That's a second episode of our
Snitchuation room.
25 Days of Snitchmas episodes. Go to popsnitch.com to submit your snitchuation to us. This is any relationship issue that you have, any work-related thing, anything with friends or with family. We want to give you advice. And in the new year, we're really taking off with this project, but we need more content. So please go to popsnitch.com and submit your snitchuation today.
And we are begging, please, please, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the podcast on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. That's going to be huge for us. We really, really, really need your support.
And subscribe everywhere, even on Substack, so you can get everything that we send out in your email as well.
Thank you.
Bye.
I run the space, I run the scene.